Subscription fees have become a popular business model for tech companies. Instead of selling products or providing services outright, most companies end up charging their users a recurring fee for access to their offerings. While this model can be very lucrative for some companies, it has proven to be the undoing of others. We all know Elon Musk recently introduced a new paid plan for Twitter costing $8 per month. Well, Mark Zuckerberg has followed suit. Meta Platforms Inc., the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, is rolling out a new subscription service called Meta Verified. The service is primarily aimed at content creators and will provide a host of benefits, including account verification badges for those who pay a monthly fee of $11.99. Users who sign up via the iOS app will pay $14.99 per month. The subscription service includes proactive account protection, access to account support, and increased visibility and reach. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's CEO, announced the new offering on his Instagram channel, which was unveiled last week. The option will be available on both Facebook and Instagram, but they will be separate subscriptions.
And trying to convert some of their billions of users around the world to paid subscribers is the latest thing they're going after. So I'm sure it'll continue to evolve. This is the initial iteration. It's only available in Australia and New Zealand for the time being.
Subscription fees can be the undoing of a tech company. This move might cost Mark Zuckerberg, as most Facebook and Instagram users don't like the change. Before we dive into the drawbacks of subscription fees, it's worth highlighting some of their advantages. For starters, subscription fees provide a steady source of revenue for companies. This is particularly important for startups and young companies that may not have a lot of cash on hand. Subscription fees can also help companies build relationships with their customers. When users pay a recurring fee, they are more likely to feel invested in the company's success and become more loyal. The idea of a subscription fee for Facebook and Instagram has been met with considerable resistance from users. There are several reasons why people are not happy with this proposal. Firstly,
historically, you've only been able to get one of these blue badges if you're somebody noteworthy or a high-profile organization, so a celebrity would be able to get it. And it just says this person really is important, but it's denoted that that person has prestige, has relevance, and now you can just buy it. So arguably that draw card, that exclusivity.
Secondly, Facebook and Instagram have a vast user base, and the proposed subscription fee would inevitably create a divide between those who can pay and those who cannot, leading to a less diverse community. In recent years, social networking companies have turned to subscription services to diversify their businesses, which are heavily reliant on advertising. Meta makes almost all of its revenue from advertising, but that business can be unpredictable and vulnerable to changes in the broader economy. Subscriptions offer a more reliable source of revenue. When a company charges a subscription fee, it is essentially asking customers to pay for access to a product or service. This can make it more difficult for that company to compete with free alternatives, such as open-source software or ad-supported services. Meta hides on one of its most valuable aspects of subscription package will be increased visibility, which will provide users with more prominence in some areas of the platform, such as search, comments, and recommendations. The company has started to push users towards content that they may be interested in, rather than just content from people they follow, which makes it more challenging to stand out. Meta's subscription service will also require users to confirm their identity with a government ID to receive a verification badge, unlike Twitter's subscription service, which does not verify a user's identity. Noting that with companies like Microsoft, its Office has been a suite of productivity applications that has been a staple in offices around the world for decades. However, in recent years, the company has faced increased competition from free alternatives such as Google Docs and LibreOffice. While Microsoft has introduced a subscription model for Office 365, many users are still opting for the free alternatives. While subscription fees can provide a steady source of revenue and help companies build relationships with their customers, they can also be the undoing of tech companies. I believe Meta is also not immune to this fact. The new service is currently being tested in Australia and New Zealand and will be available later this week. While it remains to be seen if users will be willing to pay for services that were once free, subscriptions are becoming increasingly popular among social networking companies as a way to generate more consistent revenue. What's your take on Meta's decision to introduce subscription fee for verified accounts? Remember to subscribe and to hit the like button.